All right. I'm Steve Schuster. I'm an architect and a longtime resident of downtown Raleigh. And I have a design firm called Clearscapes, who've been in the warehouse district for decades. I always knew I'd be building things. My father was an engineer, and to me that meant designing things. As silly as this sounds, architect sounded sexier. I had no idea what architects really did, but it sounded cooler than an engineer did. And so early in life, I said, I'm going to be an architect. And was fortunate enough to be able to learn what that meant and have spent my life becoming one. And I've really enjoyed being able to have an impact by being creative and designing things for now 35 plus years. The work that we try to focus on are projects that end up being very important to the communities where they are. Places that people gather, places that tell stories, places that are important to the passage of time. I think it comes from the fact that I've always been drawn to old buildings. And old buildings are filled with stories. They're filled with the evidence of people's fingerprints and the lives that interacted with those spaces. In a lot of the recycling of buildings that we do, we try very hard to understand the embedded stories. And while we don't want to not allow new stories to happen, new events, new people, we don't want to obviate all that came before us. We struggle as a culture of tearing down our buildings. But you look at Raleigh, you look at almost any place, and where do the people congregate? Where are the cool restaurants? Where is the entertainment? Where are the places that people want to hang out? It's typically in the older buildings, not in the new ones. It's because there's a sense of place inherent in those that it's harder to do with new buildings. Humans seek that comfort of where we came from and things that we know. And I think architecture is a great place that records that for us.